Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Centennial Conference Corner. My name is Amber Thomas, and today I am joined by women's lacrosse player Kaylen Buschhorn. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing well. Are you enjoying your summer?
I am. I've been working, but also had a little fun, so that's been really nice.
Yeah. So McDaniel, women's lacrosse player, student athlete. You also have your own brand, mental health advocate. You do all of the things. How do you balance it all?
I think it's really important and something that D3 teaches you is time management. So you have all these opportunities, but you can't achieve them without scheduling time for yourself, but also for all the commitments you have. So keeping a very organized planner and also just like Google Calendar is really important.
Yeah. So you have this brand now where you continue to advocate for women in sport. What inspired you to create it?
I think I saw the inequalities within sports. And as a person that's been in sports my entire life, especially coming from Texas, I've seen how much how sports have been thought of as inherently male my entire life. And so I wanted to kind of change that narrative. And I had an opportunity with the class to write a couple blogs. And then it kind of looped into this Instagram account and now Twitter, and has blown up. And I'm able to advocate for female athletes every day, but also just prove to the world that women's sports are worth investing your time and money in. And that's really important to me.
Yeah. Has it taught you anything while you have like built this brand from nothing to now? I feel like I see it everywhere.
I think it's definitely taught me that I can do more than I think I can. Um, I was always like, oh, like it's just little, it's not going to turn into anything. But I get DMs from athletes saying, thank you so much. You're helping me. My coach showed me this account. Like my whole team follows it. So it's starting to get into teams and showing girls that if they can see it, they can be it. And I think that's really important because I needed that role model when I was younger.
Yeah. So I feel like over this last year, we've seen athlete activism and advocacy get bigger and bigger. What advice would you give a student athlete who maybe has some form of advocacy that they're interested in, just but haven't figured out how to use their voice yet?
I think what helped me is that I was really interested in advocating for mental health, my own personal mental health, but also athletes as a whole, and just finding an organization that supports you, but also can help you and you can help them distribute a message. And I think that's what's so valuable for me is that I've partnered with the Hidden Opponent. I'm actually on their internship team, so I'm able to create content for them and spread the word, and also write my own blog post opening up about my mental health. And it also has a bunch of resources for student athletes. So just finding a company or brand that you can align yourself with that will help you, and in turn you can help them. I think that's really important for advocacy because you can't advocate alone. Yes, you can make little movements, but if you partner with someone, it's going to be such a bigger impact on the community.
So we just celebrated the 49th anniversary of Title
Mhm.
IX. Over the last 49 years, we've seen the rise of female athletes. What female athlete has inspired you the most?
I think, and personally, just this is just me growing up, like in the household I did. My mom was always really big on Billie Jean King, and I'm actually lucky enough to have her follow my account, so that's been pretty
That's
cool.
exciting.
And been able to interact with her. But I think she helped out in Title IX and was one of the major people to push it into being a law and where it is today. And I think without all of the work she has put in, I wouldn't be able to do what I'm able to do in sport, but also running my own company. So I'm really inspired by her. And I think her story just shows you that if you put in the time and you have the belief, you'll advocate for something greater than yourself.
Yeah, that's amazing. I know we look
Mhm.
forward to continue to see you grow. But before we let you go, we always have to ask a couple more questions just to get to know you a little bit better. So, what podcasts or books are you reading this summer?
Podcast is Real Pod by Victoria Garrick. It's all about mental health, specifically female athletes. So that's a big part for me. And then I've been reading The Strongest Woman, which is the Claire Tia, like the greatest, I can't remember the exact title, but she is the CrossFit Games winner.
Okay.
And so it's a really good book. My friend on my team gave it to me, so it's been a good book.
That's special.
Yeah.
So what's your favorite sports memory?
I think my favorite sports memory is this past year I scored my first collegiate goal as a junior. I was actually injured my freshman year, and then COVID kind of took out my sophomore year. So I've been fighting to come back from a collarbone injury. So it was so great to finally just like score, get one in the back of the net, and hug all my teammates. So yeah.
I bet that's a really great feeling.
Yeah, it's a great memory.
You could only eat one food for the rest of your life, only one. What would it be?
That's so hard. I think Mexican food, I think, especially being from Texas, like that is a staple and it just feels like home. So yeah.
That's weird. You know, you never know who's watching this. So what is your dream job?
Ultimately, I'd want to work for either the WNBA or the NWSL. I want to stay involved in women's sports. I've always wanted to be a graphic designer, or if I can be in communication somehow, but definitely helping to grow women's sports, especially with the rise that we've seen and even the number of athletes that are coming out and building their own brand and partnering. And I think investment in athletes is so important. So being able to take that connection between a league and the athletes would be so great.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Kaylen, for taking out time to talk to me. I know you inspire me and you inspire so many other women and girls. So please just keep doing what you're doing. Everyone, you can catch a new episode of the Centennial Conference Corner each and every week at Centennial Conf on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. And until next time, we'll see you later. Bye.
Bye.